Best DUI attorney, Richland, Mississippi. Call 601-773-7777.
Welcome to Ask a Lawyer with attorney Joey Franks at the Franks Law Firm in Richland, Mississippi. Each week, Joey answers your questions about the law and how it affects you.
Joey, I wasn't read my rights. Does this mean I'm not guilty?
Absolutely not. When you're not read your rights, the rights you're referring to are your Miranda rights, which is where in the movies they say you have the right to remain silent, you have the right to an attorney, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. What that means, if they didn't read you your rights, is anything you say after you are arrested is excludable. And that doesn't mean it's necessarily excluded. It means you have to have an attorney make the proper motions at the proper time to have that information excluded. So if you were pulled over, stopped for a DUI, and you admitted to drinking or smoking marijuana or taking prescription pills after you were arrested, then there's a chance that that can be excluded, but it does not mean that you are guilty, and it does not mean that you are not guilty.
Okay, so I'm getting charged with a DUI. Am I going to lose my driver's license?
If you are found guilty of a DUI first offense, you will lose your license for up to 90 days. If you're found guilty of a DUI second offense, you will lose your license for up to 1 year. If you are found guilty of a DUI third offense, then you will be looking at jail time of 1 to 5 years, and you will be ineligible for an unrestricted license for 3 years after that. And that's for just your standard driver's license. Commercial driver's license, you're looking at 1 year license suspension on a DUI first offense, and it goes up from there.
Well, let's say it's a DUI first offense. Will I lose my car insurance?
If you are found guilty of a DUI first offense, your car insurance provider may actually cancel your policy. In any event, you are going to end up canceling your policy to get a type of insurance that is compliant with DUI terms. So you will be looking at significantly increased insurance premiums at the very least if you're found guilty of a DUI first offense.
They found me asleep in my car. The engine wasn't running, but I still got charged with a DUI. How come?
The reason why is they will likely argue that you were still operating an automobile. Now, they'll have to show that the automobile was capable of being operated, and they will likely do this by showing that you had the key in the ignition even if it wasn't running, or that the key was in the ignition and it was capable of being cranked. Something along those lines is how they will often do it. However, if you do not have the key in the ignition in the state of Mississippi, then you have a pretty good argument that you were not, in fact, operating the automobile at the time that you were impaired.
All right. Now, I passed the field test, but they still arrested me. How come on that?
Well, it's called a statutory DUI at that point, because likely you have blown into a portable breath test and you blew 0.08 or greater, and that suffices for probable cause to take you down to the station where you will likely blow on what is called the Intoxilizer 8000, which is much more accurate, and they will get a reading off of that, and at that point you will be arrested. Even if you pass all your field sobriety tests, the statute says that once you blow a 0.08 or greater, you're impaired under the law. So that is likely the reason that they arrest you, even if you pass the field sobriety test.
Thanks for listening to Ask a Lawyer with attorney Joey Franks at the Franks Law Firm in Richland, Mississippi. Call attorney Franks for a free consultation at 601-773-7777. His website is thefrankslawfirm.com.